What the is going on?
I like to party.
Jesus, honey, wax much?
This is Unwaxed
Get in, loser, we're going shopping.
with Sophia and Sistine Stallone.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Unwaxed podcast.
With your favorite sisters, Sophia and Sistine Stallone. You guys,
What? Oh my.
you know exactly why I'm pumped. We hit 12,000 followers on Instagram, and I almost had 12 million. I know. Every time we've been... Okay, so we hit 10,000 yesterday,
Yes.
and we lost it. And we woke up this morning, and we saw 12,000. But my excited brain keeps saying
Sophia-
12 million.
You guys, every time Sophia says we go up another 1,000, she keeps saying we go up another million. So yesterday she comes up to me, she goes, we hit 10 million. I go, on what?
And she
On
goes,
what?
wow. And I'm like, on wax. And she goes, what? It's not even...
But yes, we did hit 12K. Thank you so much for following our Instagram, you guys. We love it. We're excited.
Yeah.
We can finally do a swipe up.
I know. Okay,
We
I don't
didn't-
think you guys realize that was one thing that really annoyed us when we
Yeah.
first got our Instagram, because we work really hard on that page, but we couldn't swipe up, and you had to have at least 10,000 followers to do that. And so we always had to go on our normal page to put the swipe up and the repost it.
Just thanks for making our life
Thank
easier.
you.
In other news, I don't know if anyone noticed, but Sophia went back to LA.
Yes.
And I'm sort of getting PTSD trauma from the last time that she left me. It was a very hectic week, but
I thought you might have been a little bit used to it at this point because I go often.
I don't think you should ever leave me alone.
Yeah.
I think we learned that.
I think we learned our lesson.
learned that lesson. But what I love about this podcast is Sophia and I really use it as a way to catch up together for the first time.
Yeah.
So I had so many things I wanted to talk to her about. She had a lot of things she wanted to tell me about, but we said, let's just wait
Mm-hmm.
and explain it on Unwaxed.
And it's funny because we wrote down a list. I tried not to read your list, and I got like little glimpses, but some of the things I'm pretty excited about, especially one of them. But we can just start with
You go first.
okay. Well, do you want to make fun of me for what I did the other day?
What did you do?
I called you.
Oh my goodness.
Let me just, you guys, I have never, and Sistine can attest to this, I have never done this before in my entire life. No. This specific thing with this specific reason. I woke up, you know when you wake up and you're just in your feels. I think it was the time of the month combined with me not sleeping,
Yeah.
combined with me stressed out about
Maybe
a lot
the
of things.
jet lag.
All of this shit was just compiling up, and I just felt off, and I was going throughout my day like a zombie, and I ended up just sitting on the couch alone around 3 p.m. and I don't know why, but I started thinking about myself, and I started to think about who I am as a person, the
Big
things
mistake.
I say,
Big
the way I
mistake.
act on dates, the way I act with friends, and I started bawling my eyes out, and I was thinking, and I was crying because of my personality. So I called Sistine and I said, bawling to her, do you think I'm weird? Am I a weirdo? Oh my
You
God.
guys.
Sister, I'm tearing up.
What the fuck is going on? Why are you crying right now? You guys, let me just give you a POV for me. She FaceTimes me. I think it's nothing. She's sitting on the couch. I have double chin up in my face from her angle. And she's hysterical asking me, do you think I'm weird? And I go, would calling someone to ask if they're weird is weird? Then yeah, you're super weird. And we're like, that's okay.
Well, it was because I think I'm not crying. I'm just laughing so hard, but it's more so I was just thinking about the things I say on dates and the things I say and I went out with someone and I was thinking about my conversation with him, and I was like, oh God, that's a really odd conversation. And then I thought about the way I act with friends. And
Hold up. We're just going to run over that.
We're not running over. I'm going to head back to that.
Anyone else catch that, Sophia?
No, we're going to get... Well, you know me. I go on... I'm a serial dater. I think I just go out with everyone at this point. I just like to,
So
date.
you
But-
cried.
But
You called me.
Yeah.
What was your conclusion from all of this?
Well, I called also my best friend after you just to make sure that you were not just saying, well, you were saying I was weird because I
Yeah.
was doing it. She told me I'm not weird, but don't change who you are. So I I think she thought I was weird. She was like, no. You know what? Like, you are who you are.
Weird is good.
No, but yeah, I mean, I think the way I think through things is just a very weird mentality. You know what it is? And you can say that you're the same way.
Okay.
Is we are very extroverted and very quick-witted with a lot of random things. We kind of like the shock factor. We like to say when we're going out with someone or with our girlfriend.
Just something that is so out of the blue.
Out of the box,
random.
out of the blue. Like one thing pops in my mind, I'll see something and I'll make a comment about it.
Mhm.
And it may be a very offbeat comment from what we were just discussing. And so I was just thinking, maybe I'm really annoying and maybe I'm really weird. Like, do I need to stop doing that?
I say some weird shit too that I catch myself on. I mean, I think you're weird in your own right. I think I'm a little bit like serial killer weird. But we have our thing and it's fine.
So for example,
Oh gosh.
I remember I said to this guy on the date, I'm like, I think we were talking about TV shows. I don't really remember, but I had this thought. I go, have you ever wanted to like punch someone? And he goes, what do you mean? I go, just like you have that moment where the person's not injured. They're totally fine. They're kind of like but you can just go up and like, but it's also in your favor. Like you needed to do it.
Sophia, you are preaching to the choir.
Right?
I know 100% what you're talking about. My confusion is coming from how he doesn't understand what you're saying. What, you've never just
He
wanted
thought it
to
was
punch
kinda
someone?
weird. Thank you. And I said, I was like, have you ever had like a face? Like for me, I've said this since day one. Have you guys seen Courage the Cowardly Dog? That grandma?
Oh.
Punchable face. You know
She's
who else?
so scary.
You know who else? iCarly, the mom, the Mrs. Benson that lives across. She's so annoying.
She asks for it.
She asks for it. Maybe that little kid from that movie with Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston, the one that goes, "Can we go to the movie?" She's that little Brit. It's Just Go With It. The daughter.
So you want to hit characters, not legit.
Character. I can't say people. There are people I want to hit, but I don't want to get in trouble.
So he didn't understand what you were saying.
No, but I was. You know what? To be honest, though, if you know me, and I'm gonna just disclaimer, I don't want to actually hit anybody. It's a joke. Like, I'm not being serious, but he took it seriously.
That's lame.
Yeah, and I was trying to make jokes. And I was saying like people. I don't know, and then I said other things that might have been a little bit. So actually tell me this, Sistine, because on dates I realized that I'm a very loud person on them. I kind of go almost to 100%, just so if you guys can't handle me at my first date, then like we shouldn't handle me at all. And I like to be funny and I like to be quirky.
But I think that's a flaw on our part.
You think so?
I think so a little bit. I'm realizing this. Sometimes when we go on a date, we try so hard to sell ourselves on the first one. So we'll pull out our best stuff. We'll try to be funny. We'll try to be understanding, ask a lot of questions, sweet, reserved, but also aggressive and powerful. And so we're doing the most. And then we do that for the first 3 to 5 dates. And then on the 6th date, you take a step back and realize, oh my God, I haven't really let this person shine or talk at all. And then you realize that their personality is just a doorknob.
What were you saying about the oatmeal?
Oh, yes. I say every guy is like a bowl of oatmeal, right? Oatmeal is comfortable. It's consistent. It's warm. It makes your tummy feel good, but it's oatmeal. Now, what makes oatmeal special is how you flavor it, season it. Some guys are just oatmeal made with water. Boring. Ugh. Some guys are a little cinnamon, little honey. Some guys put some fruit in there. You know what I mean? So every guy's like a bowl of oatmeal. I don't know if that made any sense to anyone.
It does make sense because I remember I went out with a guy that was a bowl of oatmeal, but just the water and oats. And you said that, and I was like, that is kind of genius.
Like, you can eat it every day, but
change it up.
You're not going to be satisfied because it's the same thing.
And so I said this to the guy, and I actually made a point about this because when you said that that's our flaw, is that we try really hard to make sure the guy likes us, or we have to prove that we're not uptight or however they might have perceived us.
Right.
You know? And I said this to him. I said, I feel like every time I go out with a guy or a girlfriend, I feel exhausted after I come home because I've put
you're
everything
selling
into it.
everything
I
about
sell
yourself.
myself.
Do you put on different hats with different types of people? So say you have one friend group, you're this sort of way because you know it's comfortable for them. Or if you go out with a guy, you think, oh, maybe he doesn't think I'm very smart, so I'm going to make sure I say very intellectual comments.
Yes.
Do you do that, or are you consistent with everyone?
No, I feel like I'm pretty, I adapt to it once I get your rhythm, and then I'll go, okay, like he likes this type of chat and this type of talk. But then I feel like overall I'm pretty much the same, which is I like to say very zany things, and I like to be a dork, and I like to also like fight back with you. I like someone that has a little fire. If I say, oh, that was doing it wrong.
They got the banter.
They got the banter. And I think I need to start working on that, which is not having to feel like I need to prove myself and try to say, oh, I'm doing all of these jobs and I'm also this nice of a person and I'm also this funny and then I'm also can be like this pretty and then I can also be this cool. And
it's a really fine line that we walk, because I don't also think that we do that. At least for me, I don't think that we're constantly putting in people's faces like, I want to do this and I want to pursue that and I'm this type of girl and I'm super quirky and fun. I think I know for me, and you tell me I have a really bad habit of doing this, is I'll put myself down to make them feel better. Mm-hmm. So I will, if someone says, oh, you are wanting to act, the first reaction that I have to that is, yeah, but I'm really, really bad. Like, I would never hire me, and I would always play the mute girl in the corner. Like, why is that my go-to?
I do the same thing. Even with the podcast, I'm like, oh, but I was super shitty at it in the beginning.
Like, people will say, they'll come up to us on the street. Oh, we listen to the podcast. And for some reason,
every time we do
Sophia and I are literally screaming on the inside. The second we walk away from this person, we're freaking out. We're so excited. But our instinct is, oh my God, why?
No one listens to us.
Just
our mom
We're
and
really
dog.
Bad.
Yeah.
But I don't know why we also put ourselves down to make other people feel comfortable.
I agree with that. And so I think there has to be a fine line with being not cocky, but confident, but also not self-deprecating, but humble. There has to be like a good, that sounds pretty
Someone
impossible.
figure that out. Let me know. My God.
But I also wanted to mention while I was home.
No.
What?
I'm still on the date.
You're still on the date?
Yeah, you cannot just fast forward through this. So you went on a date with this guy.
I'm like trying to avoid it.
I know. I got you on Waxers. So you went on a date with this guy.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a second date?
I don't know.
No, do you think he's cool?
Yeah, I thought he was nice, but I feel like for me, I would say that I can't. Yeah. So no, I had a good time. I'm so.
It's a one and done.
My personality is I'm always such a closed door with my emotions with people that I don't like to cross that line until I know that they're a good choice. So hey, if it happens, then it happens. But
But did you just have a fun time?
I had a fun time.
Out of 10, what would you rate it?
I don't know.
All right, let's do a Michelin star review.
Michelin star? No, it was like
Michelin stars are good anyway.
It was the appetizer. It was a good starter. We had wine. It was great. But
you just called him an appetizer.
No, I didn't call him an appetizer. I said it's a start.
I'm sorry, buddy.
It's a starter.
That's rough.
Well, I'm in Florida, so there's not like any in California. So honestly, the fact of the matter is.
All right, what else did you do?
Well, this is also what I wanted to talk about is our cousin Ryan was saying, we were talking about how our house is haunted in LA.
Big time.
Oh no, he's told me stories that apparently that girl ghost in our house flirts with him.
Get out of here.
I'm being so serious.
You're telling me the giggling girl ghost is flirting with our cousin?
Yes, and Ryan, by the way, and this makes sense.
All right, explain.
When have we ever heard the girl ghost? Who were we around?
Our boyfriends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Step 1. 2, and when the housekeepers heard her one time, I think also one of our boyfriends was home or about with us like a couple years ago.
Okay.
And then he said he was like laying in bed and a light was flickering and it kept doing it in this like rhythmic pattern. And he goes, "Can you please cut it out?" And it just stopped.
No!
Yes. Yeah. You can ask him. It is the funniest thing ever. He says he'll hear things downstairs and now he just talks to her and goes, "Seriously, I'm trying to watch a movie," and then the weird happenings stop. Yeah. I'm not joking.
So maybe she likes a little cat and mouse game.
I know.
She likes a little aggressive man.
I think so. I think that's why she was giggling at us. Because of that first time when we got caught and I was with my boyfriend and you were, yeah. Yeah. So I think she has a crush on our cousin. So
that is
it's kind of
awesome.
cute.
I kind of
He's
think
single.
I kind of think this is good for him.
I think
he just broke up with his girlfriend. this is a really healthy way to move on. No commitment issues, you know.
Yeah.
You can really just fall in love with someone for the personality, not the way they look.
Yeah, exactly. And wait, well, also you can talk most of the time and they'll listen.
They're great listeners.
They're great listeners.
Yeah.
So good for him. I think it's a good stuff, Ryan.
Ryan.
You got yourself a dime.
And you didn't even find her on a dating app. Let's go.
I know.
Let's go. Okay, so you went on a date. Our house is haunted. Any other LA updates for
Yeah,
me?
no, I thought this was kind of, I haven't really talked about this too much on the podcast, but I got my heart checked just like I do every single year.
And results?
Results, everything is good.
Fabulous.
I don't have to go till next year,
Love
which
to
is
hear
great.
it.
I've been going to the same cardiologist since I was 2 months old, which is crazy. And he has a chart from when I was 10 years old, so I can see how much I weighed, my height, like what I was doing that year. He likes to write down facts of what was going on. It's just funny to see like Sophia got an A on her spelling test.
No.
Yeah, it's really, really cute. But it's kind of crazy. I don't know if I haven't really gone into it before, but I had 2 operations. I had one when I was 2 months old. I had a hole in my heart. And then I had my second one when I was 16. And it's kind of crazy because that was in 2012. And next year is going to be my 10-year anniversary since my last heart surgery, which is 10 years ago, Sistine.
Whoa.
2012. And now next year's 2022.
I swear you're like an 18-year-old.
I know. Isn't that nuts?
Wow.
It's hard to put in that because you were with me through that.
That was the worst time of my entire life.
It was bad.
It was
really scary.
I mean, I could not understand or ever imagine what you were going through at that time. But when you were going through your second heart operation as a 16-year-old, I just remember I was in 8th grade. I was taking my final exams, and then I went from there to the hospital, and I saw you post-operation. And I will never, that image is burned in me for life, seeing the tubes in your neck, seeing you white as a sheet of paper.
Yeah,
I mean, it was terrifying.
Yeah, it was really scary
To see your sister in that
totally. And
position.
I remember seeing everyone's faces. You were so sweet, and you'd lay next to me in the bed, and I just remember how yellow I looked, which was crazy after the operation. But my second one, I had an aortic stenosis, and Sistine knows the story, but to give you the lowdown, I am a very active kid. We both were very active kids. We ate very healthy. We did every sport.
We did kickboxing classes
literally
4 times a week after school.
Yeah, we did gymnastics. We were in every single physical activity, sport, anything was us. We would get those little medals in middle school, like ranking us. Like, we got second or first place. It was great. And I remember one week I was feeling extra lethargic, extra tired, just really lightheaded. My heart was racing at random points. I really couldn't like lay down correctly. And there was a lot of little things that just wasn't normally there. And so I remember where the final straw came was when I was at my volleyball practice, and I just wanted to do, I think we were just doing warm-ups or running
Or
and
sprints or
something like that. And I almost fainted, and I just like kind of collapsed, and I like clutched my chest. And in that moment, I told the volleyball coach, like, I need to sit down. I called my mom, and we didn't have an appointment to go get my heart checked until a couple months later. And I said, I have a really bad feeling, and I don't know why. I just knew. And it was weird because I was like, it could have been a virus.
Well, everyone around you, your coach, everyone was sort of like, okay, Sophia, you're just making up excuses. Yeah. You're fine.
Exactly. But I've never had this because I was such in shape. I was so in shape. So I did not think that it could have been anything but my heart, because I was like, there's no way that this is just randomly coming up. And then I had to have my second operation pretty quickly after. And everything's good now. But it was really scary at the time just because I remember everyone around me was terrified, and my mom was breaking out in hives. My dad couldn't cope with it.
I mean, everyone we knew and their dog was donating blood to you for this operation.
It was a very, very intense time, especially when I was only in a sophomore year of high school. No, was it sophomore? 2012?
You were sophomore in high school.
Yeah, sophomore in high school or freshman in high school. And I made it a point to not show that I was nervous. So I barely cried about it. I really didn't complain about it. I just kept saying, you know what? I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be fine. And I remember the moment getting wheeled in, when everyone was kind of not around me right before the operation, I just started crying because I was like, I'm just so, when it pents up and then all of a sudden
it's so
releases.
scary.
Yeah.
Well, I remember Mom would tell me all of these things, obviously not in front of you because she didn't want to freak you out more. But it was at that point she goes, she needs to go on a date first. Like, her life is not about to be normal after this operation. Like, you are just a freshman or sophomore in high school. Like, you should be going to homecoming, which you couldn't do. You should be going to the football games, which you couldn't do. Like, your chest bone was sawed open.
Yeah.
So she goes, I gotta get my baby. She needs to have her first kiss. She needs to go on a first date. Like, she was so scared and sad that obviously you don't want to think the worst, but you always have to.
Right.
So that was just a traumatic
thing. And it, you know, I don't regret it. Sistine, actually, I have to give you credit. She made me confident about my scars because I was always thinking I have a ton of scars on my chest. And
pounded it into your head for years. For years.
You did.
You know why? Because if someone, I feel like insecurity stems out of how you think others are obviously going to perceive you. And you looked at your scars as something extremely ugly, but I looked at it as you fucking did that.
Right.
You survived it. You walked the day after post-surgery. I mean, it was, you were so strong. So I'm like, hello, it looks badass. And if I could, I kept saying for years, I said, I wish I could trade with you.
I know you.
I think the scars look so cool.
Yeah.
What did I say they look like?
You always told me, I remember when I was in high school, and it was at the time when
probably
you were
the wrong
starting to
thing
date
to
guys,
say.
and they would like maybe see like the chest, I don't know, whatever. And Sistine I was like, Sistine, what if they make a comment on it? What if someone says something embarrassing? Or she goes, tell them you were in a shark attack.
Yeah.
And I was like,
said lie.
And she did lie. Just say you're in a shark attack. Make it the coolest scenario. Or what did you say? A sword fight?
say you should see the other girl.
Yeah. She said you should see the other girl.
You got jumped in a parking lot at knife point.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
Yeah, why not? Say you bungee jumping accident. They put me back together.
Perfect. So if you guys have scars, just use those. But you know, overall, everything is good now, which is great. And it just has taught me two things, which is value your health. Literally the day
health as well.
If you're sitting here listening to this podcast and you don't have a cold, you don't have an injury, you don't have anything going on with your body that's really that off, be so grateful. Like, think about when you have a runny nose, how annoying that is. And you just think about just that minor thing can just mess up your mind. Or when you're actually super sick and you can't get out of bed and all you want to do is get up. And that made me prioritize my health and showing that life is so fragile.
It's
fragile.
so delicate.
Because you never know. There was a possibility something could have gone wrong in surgery and I would have never had my first kiss, my first prom, like going to college, like all
knock
of these.
on wood.
Yeah, I know.
We're good. You're healthy.
All good in the hood.
So I'm really happy to hear that, though.
Thank you.
So you don't have to go back for a year.
Not for a year. And I actually look forward to going every year. It makes me happy. Just get checked. It kind of it gets me a little nervous, but at the same time, it makes me feel good to know that everything keeps getting the positive results.
Go, Sophia.
Woo!
Nice job, Heart. Keep it going.
Thanks. Keep going, Heart.
Keep going strong.
Now let's transition into you. Since Sistine has been telling me for the past literally 3 days straight saying, I have so much to tell you, but I can't tell you until the show. I'm like, oh my God. And she's like, we're going out tonight to this certain restaurant and we just need to go and be ready. I'm like,
well,
why?
Here's the thing. The problem is I feel like a complete dickwad.
Why?
For following up my weekly update with your extremely sentimental, personal story. Now I'm about to talk about
this is
watching YouTube videos, and I feel like such a dodo.
No, go. I want to hear about it. Mine was too sentimental. So I want to hear about this.
It's just too personal. It's just
up.
connected too much. Well, I'm very happy you're back.
Thank you.
Because I don't know if you guys remember a few episodes ago, episode titled Sistine's Worst Week.
Mm-hmm.
Sophia left me. Here we are again. Left me for another week.
Was this another worst week?
It wasn't as bad. But I just kind of want to tell you everything that I did. It's going to be like a little girl chat. I'm just going to tell you everything I did. And
go ahead.
We can cut this.
No,
I don't care.
Why do you say that? See, once again, I'm going to keep this in there for specifically. She cut herself down again. No.
Okay.
I want to hear about your week. Let's keep it upbeat.
Where to begin? Oh, I also had an appointment.
For what?
It's not the same kind of appointment.
What was it?
I went to the gynecologist.
Nice.
I'm laughing because Sophia talked about how she went to a cardiologist, and I'm like, I went to a gynecologist. So
personality check.
No,
was that? Because I know.
Oh my
by the way,
God.
I feel like you've always been very weird about that stuff.
I'll tell you why I'm weird about the gyno.
Yeah.
I haven't gone in 2 years because I just don't like it. And I think, everything is good in the hood with
With it, you're going up. Well,
my bits.
you also
So-
don't do enough for it to be concerning. So.
Right.
No, you're a good girl.
I'm a good girl.
She's a good girl, I swear.
God, what are we trying to say? Jeez. Anyway, so I'm at the gyno and I had to find a new doctor in Florida.
Right.
So I go all this way. I meet her. She's super cool, but I requested a female doctor because I don't know why. There's nothing wrong with a male gynecologist, but for me, it's just a preference thing. It's like having a male masseuse or just whatever you're comfortable with.
I
know?
agree. Yeah.
So I just preferred a female gynecologist. So I'm sitting there and it's fine. And they're like, okay, take everything off and then put this, toilet paper on. I go, okay. And she
Put the toilet paper
She goes,
on?
I could tell you're like hesitant because I don't know if anyone's ever gone or any of the male listeners out there. You basically have to prop your feet up.
In like stirrups.
In literal stirrups and
While you're spread eagle.
fully spread eagle.
Fully spread
And
eagle.
my knees just were connected. Like they didn't want to
It
open.
gets pretty chilly in there.
It does. It's drafty.
It's drafty.
And what I thought was so interesting, I'm sitting there and I'm clearly just uncomfortable because it's just an awkward situation to be in.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know why a voice in my head was like, point of view, you're at the gyno. And I just wanted to give you like a point of view.
No, oh yeah, okay, here it goes. I want to hear it. Honestly, I feel like your experiences at the gyno is way more entertaining than my experiences because
It's just,
you're tweaky with this stuff.
I'm so tweaky. And the funny part is you're sitting there, spread eagle, drafty, there are legit tools and turkey basters
Right.
going into you. And this
You were Thanksgiving.
The gyno, right, and she's just talking as if we're at the spa getting our nails done, and it's so funny
Yeah.
because her face is literally
like
in my
there.
crotch, and she goes, "Oh, so you do a podcast? Like,
Stop.
what's your?" And it's sweet because she's trying to make small talk,
And
but
make
if
you feel comfortable,
right, but if you really take a step back and look at what we're doing while I'm trying to explain my education and my podcast and my relationship with my sister, I'm like. Yeah, I mean, it's just so awkward.
You're like the podcast feels great.
It's just, I mean,
What was it? Good results? Everything's fine.
I don't know.
Oh,
No, everything's good.
well,
I'm
we'll
just
be
kidding.
back next week to let you know the results.
Results are in. No, yeah, everything's good. What else happened to me? Oh my God. I went to the market with Dad the other day,
Mm-hmm.
which is just a big mistake. I don't know why shopping with Sly is so hard. He has such ADD.
He does.
So, and he barely goes to the grocery store. So when he does go, he thinks it's Disneyland.
he thinks
and he's
it is Wonderland.
Strolling
Yeah.
up and down the aisles.
It's like Willy Wonka's chocolate
oh my
factory.
God. He's like,
yeah.
oh, biscotti, love that. Oh, sausages, love that. I mean, he's just
Yeah. He
rice. Like he just wants everything.
I
He goes,
went
"This is the
yesterday last
best."
minute and he was like, can I go with you? I'm like, no, you can't go. And he was grabbing everything last minute when I'm
Oh, yeah.
at the checkout. It's like
Or
decided
he's like a
that minute.
4-year-old. You say, I gotta go run, get these 3 things. Stay here. I will be right back.
Yeah.
10 seconds later, I turn around, gone.
You have to have a leash on him.
So frustrating. So I'm at the grocery store. We're going to checkout.
Mm-hmm.
And he's standing right behind me. I'm putting all the things on the
The counter, yeah.
counter, right? And this girl who's checking us out is giving me these looks like, wink, wink. And I go, what? She keeps kind of smiling at me and sort of nodding her head towards Dad. And I was like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah. No,
yeah,
it's
because
Dad.
everyone usually is people referring like, oh, that's your dad. That's my
Right.
son. Yeah.
And then she says, so how does it feel? And I go, well, how does it feel? Well, it feels like he's just an annoying dad. Like, that's just my go-to. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
he's just my dad. And she goes, like, daddy?
No.
I go,
No.
what? No. And she goes, oh, he's actually your dad?
Shut
And I go, what did you think? And she goes,
up.
I thought you were his girlfriend.
Are you? Are you
Oh.
shitting me?
Sophia.
Did you? What? I mean,
I
I've never heard of that in my entire
was
life.
appalled. I was bamboozled.
What were you wearing? Were you like dressed more mature?
Sophia, I was
or-
wearing like gym clothes. It
What?
did not make sense to go, there is at least 40 years between us.
No.
What are you on?
Christina,
Girlfriend.
40. There has to be. Oh yeah, it is.
Girlfriend.
50 years. It is. Wait. So, did you tell Dad this?
Yeah, he
What
thought
did
it was hilarious. He goes, yeah, that's right. I was like, no.
Oh
Oh my God.
Wait, I mean, there's. Come on. Like,
Come on.
Read the room. Does this look like she's dating him?
I look
It's not-
16 with makeup
You don't
on.
act like you're in a relationship.
So I
with
said,
him.
absolutely not.
That's
She goes,
insane.
well, you know.
More so, we like punch him and stuff. We like.
I know. And she
shoot the
goes,
shit with him.
well, you know, Hollywood, it's very common in this business. And I go, no, just,
What?
I just, please, I gotta go. Take
You're
my
like,
card.
my
I gotta
mom
go.
will lose it.
Lose it. Jennifer lost it. In other news, another thing we lost it on. I know.
Mm.
I'm just pinballing all over
I
the
like
place.
it. Go ahead.
I get a DM the other day
Mm.
from a cat's Instagram account
Mm.
named, like, fuck, what's the cat's name? Like Gumdrop or something like that. I don't know.
Gumball?
Something like
Okay.
that. It's kind of cute.
Yeah.
And the cat says, hi, meow.
Because of course that's how
It said-
cats
it said-
talk on DM.
It said, hi, meow. I'm Mabel's sister.
Meow.
Did you hear what I just said? You
No.
just meowed. The cat said,
What?
I'm Mabel's sister. We're from the same litter.
No.
I found my cat's sister.
Oh my god.
They look like twins.
Stop.
I swear.
Stop.
So being a cat mom, finding the other sister, I mean, lost my
Wait.
mind. I know.
Wait. Where does this cat live?
I don't know.
You should check. I don't think honestly, I feel like Mabel would be pissed to meet her sister. Mabel doesn't like anything.
But it's kind of
Or
like a
anyone.
parent trap moment.
It is a
You
parent.
know what I mean? I was like, oh my God.
Oh my-
Separated
But
at
can I
birth.
say the fact this is how crazy Instagram is today? We were able to reunite cats. Yes. Yes.
So I think we need to have a 10-year reunion.
Did
or
you answer
something.
back?
No, but I'm going to.
You have to.
I know.
You should send a photo of Mabel.
You're right, I should.
You should.
Oh my God. Maybe we could FaceTime.
Maybe we make an account for Mabel. Actually, Mabel doesn't like any photos.
We're
taken
running
of
too
her.
many accounts.
We are
Too
running
many
too many accounts. Our fake accounts or my fake account.
Oh yeah, Sophia's stalking accounts.
I've actually decided that I feel like people are catching on and I need to delete it. So I haven't been using it as much.
We
which is
saw the funniest TikTok the other day that was Sophia to a T.
Yeah.
It said something like, girl goes out on a first date with this guy. And then she goes acting as if,
she's never heard the band before that he likes. Oh, no.
No,
Says
that-
she likes the band that he likes to listen to.
no, it was something like acting as if she hadn't already stalked his entire Instagram and his family's and his grandma's Facebook.
It's that trend where it looks like they're about to have a conversation. She goes, oh, that's cool. You went to Bora Bora a couple years ago. And it pauses and it has this music in the background. And there's a list of things that she's
She's
done
like,
before.
I already knew that you were on that trip.
I went onto your LinkedIn and I found your grandma and I already had a conversation with her on the phone. That is kind of me.
So funny.
Yeah.
So funny. Oh, okay. So another thing that happened.
Mhm. Is this the one that I've been wanting to hear about?
Oh my God, yeah.
Okay. This girl has been hyping me up to this story for the past 3 days and I'm ready to hear it. Sistine,
Well, it sort of involves you.
what do you mean involves me?
Well, the best part, or one of the best parts about having a sister is you get a built-in wingman. So
What?
if I'm going down, I'm dragging you with me,
What did you
sister.
do? What did you do?
No, nothing bad. But you do have to come with me. So I'm at dinner the other night.
That makes sense why you're so adamant about me coming tonight. She's like, we're going out. And she never says this.
You don't think I just want a little GNO with you?
No. I mean, we have had those moments, but most of the time, I've never seen you go, we are going out Saturday.
Okay, perhaps there's a little reason behind it.
go.
So I'm at dinner the other night, and
Mm-hmm. Are you with?
I'm with mom and dad, and we're sitting at a bar. So we're eating at the bar seating. And
Okay, if I know the place.
yeah, you know the place. And this guy sits next to me on my right, and my mom and my dad are on the left, and I don't really look at him until he says something, because I'm pretty sure we ordered the same food, but I'm pretty sure he ate my salad because I got there first and he got his salad first. So he said to me, oh, is this yours? And I was like, haha, no, you can totally have it.
Wait. Rewind. You're giggling.
I
saying
know.
that. So, can you explain what he looks like, or at least
All I
a
remember,
ranking?
he's got these werewolf blue eyes.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
He looks like a golfer. I don't know. He's wearing
You know
golf
what?
clothes, I
you
think.
have been watching Vampire Diaries, so
Oh my God. That's a whole topic I want to get
Oh,
into.
yeah, we need
Maybe
to.
another episode.
no, we
wow.
can get into it now.
Wow.
But no, keep going. So werewolf eyes.
I give him my salad, right? And I said, yeah, you can have the salad. I wait patiently for mine. No big deal. He's cute. But then that sort of opened the door for him to start talking to me. And I'm not mad about it. So now I'm
Okay,
sort of talking to this
good.
guy, but I'm sitting a little bit uncomfortable. My body is straight in the middle because I don't want to fully turn my back to my parents and talk to this guy. But I also don't want to turn my back to this guy who's trying to make conversation with me. And you know what I mean? So it was almost like I'm trying to flirt with someone with mom and dad listening to
I
my
was gonna say,
conversation.
were they listening?
Yeah, they were dead ass quiet. They were little sneaky little bastards. Were trying to hear what was going on.
Honestly, credits to the guy for
That's
the
what I
balls,
wanted
and
to
I
say.
like that.
Ballsy.
Kudos to
Ballsy.
you.
I mean, he fully knew that they were my parents because he was asking when we moved here, and I said, "Oh, they moved here." So he knew it was my parents, and
Right.
so I just felt a little bit of uncomfortability with the fact that I was flirting in front of mom and dad. But they were cool. They didn't say anything. They sort of kept their chill until the guy starts laughing at something behind me. And I was like, what? So I turn around and Sly
I already know. It's
thinks it would be funny to go outside, go to the window of the restaurant and press his face up against it and start smearing his face on the window. And then he puts binoculars up to the window as if he's watching us.
Stop.
And I go, oh my God. And this guy, like, he's mature.
Yeah,
He's
like,
probably 30. I was
and you're
dying.
trying to be mature as you can with parents around.
I was dying. I
Dying.
go, come on,
Stop.
dude. Why is my dad my cock block right now? Come on. So he was cool. He laughed about it. And
Points.
great
Another
dude.
thing.
And
Roll with it.
remember how I taught you guys my flirting techniques a few episodes back?
Mm-hmm.
I put my hand out first. I introduced myself first.
Good
and
girl.
I said, what are you doing this weekend? I put it out there and he goes, oh, let's meet here. And I was like, great, I will see you then. And then I asked his name again and then I dipped.
Wait. Okay. Great move.
Thank
Didn't
you.
do what I did, which is burn holes in your head.
Well, he's a bit, I could tell he's a little bit shy. So
you
you like
had-
that?
I like a little. You know what? I think he was trying to be respectful. You came in, which was good. You had the parents. You had the whole dad being a doofus behind
Yes.
you. So of course he's probably gonna be a little hesitant. But you made the move.
Gotta
which is a
make the
good
power
move.
moves.
Make the power moves.
Also,
So wait, what does this have to do with me though? Just me being there to wingwoman you? Is that it?
I cannot simply go alone to a bar.
Oh, I was like, I hope you didn't say that you're gonna set me up on a double date.
Oh,
I was
no,
like,
no,
oh
no, no.
God,
But
no.
You're just going to come with me. We're going to suss it out. If we
Yeah.
don't like the vibes, we're going to tuck and roll out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll talk to him. I'll hype you up. I got
Okay,
you.
good.
You
Yeah,
know.
good.
I'll be like,
This
she's
is
a really good
exciting.
girl.
This is exciting. You know what? When you and I go out on the town together,
It really is
so much fun.
so much fun. There's things that happen that we just don't plan. When we don't plan it though,
It's the best.
It's always when we don't plan it.
It's the best.
I'm excited.
Should we talk about how I blew up on TikTok yet again?
Hell freaking yeah! Once again, sis,
I will take the applause.
she has cracked the TikTok code.
Thank you. Thank you.
And why don't you just drop how many people actually watched it?
Well, I would like to preface, am I using my parents for clout? Yes, I am.
Would you do the same?
Yes, you would. Let me tell you, it worked like a freaking charm.
Absolutely.
And honestly, I was not expecting it. There's a trend going on. My parents or my mom in the 90s.
You
And
look
then,
hot in the beginning, and then your parents look bomb.
thank you.
Yeah.
So
It's a
it
good
was my
combo.
parents in the 90s, and then I just did a slideshow of mom and dad in the
Right.
90s. And I mean, the numbers, this app is unlike anything I've ever seen.
She woke up and she nice on TikTok.
I
Yeah, show the numbers.
I
Because
could
this
not
was unreal.
I could not believe it. I think I posted this video with 800,000 followers from the last video I did with
Mhm.
my dad. And now I'm at 1.7 million.
Wow.
The
That's
video
a
has
lot.
48 million views and
48.
7.7 million likes. I cannot believe the power this app has.
The numbers.
It's crazy.
The numbers.
It's crazy. And so now I'm back in that place where I finally got over my insecurity with TikTok and feeling like I'm going to get roasted for everything I do.
I saw her blow up and I was like, this app is powerful. I made myself one.
Yes, Sophia made a TikTok.
I made a TikTok. I have 50 followers.
And Unwaxed TikTok.
And Unwaxed has a TikTok called Unwaxed Podcast. Go follow it. You're going to see a lot of really fun clips that we've been making.
Yeah.
Some new, some old.
But I'm going to really try my best to post often and not read any comments. I'm really going to try.
I know TikTok has a problem with their comments.
Yeah.
They try to shit on you.
But it's okay. As long as I don't read them, I won't ever know and I won't ever care.
It is kind of crazy when I woke up and I saw how many likes and follows and all that stuff surging into your Instagram too. From TikTok, she blasted a great amount of followers and a perfect demographic, which I'm going to say is so lucky because I feel like a lot of our followers are tending on the men's side. But it really shows you how crazy this whole social media world is and how important it is to, honestly, if you're in this entertainment industry, to actually get on all these apps. And I used to kind of shit on it going like, no, you don't really need it.
Right.
But you kind of do. I mean, if you have it, you need at least like 2 or 3 ones that you actually use.
It's true.
And we have YouTube, we have Instagram, and now you have TikTok.
It's kind of
What, it's a lot of pressure?
I don't know why. It sounds so stupid to say, oh my God, it's a lot of pressure. And I'm here sitting like, oh my God, I have so many followers. I need to chill out.
Stop.
No, but if you actually think about the people that have legit numbers on TikTok that are above the 10 million, but it's still scary. I don't know how you guys do it.
She's once again downgrading what she just did. You surged from 800,000 followers to 1.7 million followers.
Scary.
Which is crazy. And it is pressure. Actually, TikTokers that are big have even mentioned saying that once they have a blown up TikTok, they have this pressure to do it again. They're like, because what if it just the next 5 fail?
Yeah, mine are gonna freaking
fail.
We'll try our best.
We have some ideas. I'm trying to learn from Sistine by saving some sounds. Honestly, I know me. Mine are going to be very dorky and probably awkward and probably a lot of book recommendations.
That's what yours is going to be.
And it's going to be a lot of book recommendations if you want that. But I think it's really cool that you blew up on it.
Oh, thank you. I actually brought something in for you today.
So also, why did you write down you found a velociraptor in Florida?
I didn't find a velociraptor in Florida.
So what is this?
I just wanted to share, just when you thought Florida couldn't get weirder, we got turtles on the sidewalk. Now a woman in Florida is claiming that she saw a velociraptor in her front yard. And
Come on.
No, it's on Daily Mail,
Really?
CNN, all these places picked it up. There was this, I swear I saw the video footage at 3 a.m, this velociraptor just running across her front yard and everyone's saying, yep, it is dinosaur.
2021's turning out to be a very interesting year. Now Caitlyn Jenner is running for California governor.
You know what?
Look at this.
Why not?
Why not?
I think that's what we got to start saying. When something crazy happens, why not? Why not?
What else is what's next? All right.
I did a quiz on BuzzFeed.
Mm-hmm.
And it was called something like, this test will show if you're on this earth or not.
What does that even mean?
It's about the Mandela effect. And basically they were saying if you can get at least 6 out of the 12, then you passed. I got 0 correct on this quiz. And okay, so if I'm gonna get the correct definition for you guys so I don't.
Nice.
I'm gonna get the correct definition if no one knows what the Mandela effect is. It's a collective of false memories. Conspiracy theorists use it as conspiracy theorists believe that there are alternate universes present in society, while doctors are just saying, nah, bro, it is just an illustration of how imperfect memory can be, how you can just falsely believe anything you really want to.
Okay.
So I thought it would be interesting to put you to the test, Sophia.
So what this will show me if I'm actually here or not?
No, I just want to see how well your memory is and how you can. I'm going to show you basically a series of photos, and you're going to tell me how you remember it.
Okay.
Maybe there can be a little prize if you win.
Okay.
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 I've brought in some
like fries.
pictures.
Oh. I said,
Did you say fries?
I meant to say fries, but I
All
like
right.
fries too.
I'll give
Can you
you
give me some prize of fries?
if you win, I will give you some French fries. How's that sound?
Yay!
Okay. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, you actually brought in photos.
Picture number 1. I'm holding up Fruit of the Loom.
Yeah.
Now, one has a cornucopia behind the label and the other one does not. How do you remember it?
Cornucopia.
Incorrect.
What?
There actually is no cornucopia in the Fruit of the Loom label. You were
What?
0 for 1.
Are you
I
serious?
swear. I know. I thought it had a cornucopia too.
Okay, I got this one.
Picture number 2. We have Pikachu.
Hmm.
Looks exactly the same in both images, except one, it has a black stripe at the end of its tail. Correct.
Yes.
Pikachu does not
He
have
does
a
not
black
have a black stripe. I thought that. I was like, I would
Okay.
have remembered that distinct.
Picture number 3, we have Mr. Monopoly Man
Okay.
himself.
And
He's wearing a monocle in one, and he is not in the other one. Did he have a monocle?
no.
Correct, he did
Seriously?
not. I did not get those right, yeah.
I thought, because I was trying to remember if, I don't know. I'm going to keep going.
Number 4, we have Kit Kat.
Kit Kat.
Is there a hyphen? I threw a couple
Yes,
of curveballs.
there's a cat hyphen.
There's no hyphen in Kit Kat. I know.
There's no hyphen in Kit
I
Kat.
swear. This one's my favorite.
All right.
Number 5, we have Curious George, the monkey.
Oh, okay.
Did he have a tail or not?
Did the monkey have a tail?
Did Curious George have a tail
To
or
be
not?
honest, I feel like it's no, but because this looks like this was added on.
But do you remember him having a tail?
No, I didn't. Honestly,
Okay, correct. He had
no tail.
no tail.
I know.
Correct.
I don't remember him having a tail.
Okay, so far you're doing way better
I
than me.
actually think I'm just really intuitive and smart and aware.
Whatever.
What's the
Next,
one?
we have
Jif?
the peanut butter Jif or Jiffy.
It's Jif.
Okay, yeah, it's
There's
Jif.
not Jiffy. I've never heard of Jiffy.
All right, the last one is my favorite.
Okay. What is
I have
this?
a photo of Darth Vader.
All right, Darth Vader.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
his iconic line.
Yeah.
Can you repeat it for me?
Oh God.
I'm gonna give
Every
you. I'll
Star
give
Wars
you.
fan is gonna hate me
I will
for
give
saying
you
this, but
two-
I've only seen one
It's
Star
okay.
Wars movie.
Even if you haven't seen it, you know his line. I'm gonna
Luke.
give you.
I am your father.
So
What is is it wrong?
I thought it was Luke. I am your father, but there is no Luke. Everyone just added the Luke. Yes.
There was no Luke.
It's just I am your
It
father.
says Luke, I am your father.
Read the caption. It says all he really said was, quote, I am your father.
Damn.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Wait, so how many did you get right?
I got a lot right. I think
You
I got
got-
more than half right. Hell freaking
All right,
yeah.
you get some French fries, I guess. Congrats for winning, Sophia.
You know what? No. You know what I want tonight? Order me an espresso martini. That is a thing in Florida, I've realized also.
What?
That's espresso martinis. It's not a thing in California. It's a thing here.
Fucking fabulous.
I know. Well, that was kind of cool.
You know what?
Interesting. I never even realized that was a...
I kind of wanted to take it back to the early sister days.
I know.
Those were fun
so
days.
much fun.
Good old days, you
We're bringing
guys.
it back.
I'm just thinking back on this episode.
What's up?
We kind of just ranted for an hour.
Has it been an hour?
I think so.
Pretty good.
Like a little girl chat.
I like our little girl chat. Sometimes I don't like when we make it so structured. I feel like everything we do is so structured.
Fair enough.
Well, I'm excited for tonight. Do you know what you're going to wear?
Sophia and I have been thinking, we always would dress up and just sort of look our hottest. We're like, okay, let's put on a crop top and leather pants and try to just be a little minx.
Yeah, that's true. We try to wear things that will
Accentuate
our assets
our assets.
and our ass.
Right. But I think tonight we recently are like, let's go classier.
Well, it was this. We went and saw a guy, not like that. Just we had a dinner with a family friend, and we were asking him, looking around this room, who is the girl that stands out to you the most? Who is the one that catches your eye that makes you stare 3 seconds longer? And he looks around for 30 seconds, and he stops, and he goes, that one. And we look over, and it was this, beautiful girl. She was probably like 5'9", wearing a very conservative outfit, which was more high neck. She was wearing a dress. It was floral. It was very, very
But it was
beautiful.
just chic.
Chic. It was very beautiful,
So cool,
elegant.
covered.
Yeah. And her hair was super simple. It was like blonde, just straight. And her makeup wasn't like crazy. It was very natural. There was makeup on. And she just walked in with a very cool confidence.
That's what Dad's advice is to us a lot too. He always says, dress like this because you got to leave some things to the mystery.
Yeah.
Got to leave some things unknown.
We asked him what was it about that girl specifically. And he goes, it's the fact that she's not like, look, I'm all about dressing up like a little minx. I like having my
We do
nights.
both.
We do both.
We do
I
both.
love it. But there was something to be noted that he's like, it was like a secret beauty kind of thing where it was something
It's
that
a bit mysterious. You wanted to know more about her.
Exactly. And she wasn't look, I'm probably one of the loudest people in the room sometimes, and so can Sistine. But walking in with a little bit more with a covering and like a mystery, something that you aren't like.
So that's what we're gonna do tonight.
I think we're gonna try that version because in Florida, where we're at, it's definitely not the little minx type.
we're gonna
the opposite.
We're gonna try. We could either look like a nun.
Yeah, that's
Or
true.
Little House on the Prairie, or
we go in together, Little House, Little Women.
Little Women.
We're either gonna look like Little Women,
I'm gonna scare this guy off at the bar.
or we go in looking like,
Either we're churning butter, right?
or we're in Hustlers.
Or we're in Hustlers.
We're either looking like we're churning
There's no
butter,
in between.
or we're in the movie Hustlers.
Oh my God.
We don't
Okay. I think we should wrap up this episode. Just a little quick reminder, if you guys want us to, even though we didn't do an unsolicited advice, make sure you leave your questions in the ratings and review section on Apple Podcasts. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, at Unwaxed Podcast. Am I forgetting anything?
Any inquiries, send to unwaxedpodcast@gmail.com. Any bedtime stories you can send there.
And subscribe. Subscribe everywhere. And don't think that we forgot about this giveaway. I thought of a great idea for a giveaway. And it's a one-of-a-kind designed by Sophia and I. So if you want to win this giveaway, make sure you send a video of you taking 3 phones, subscribing to Unwaxed on all 3, giving us 5 stars on all 3 phones, and we will send it to one lucky winner.
Thank you guys so much, and join us next Tuesday. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
From all of us here at the show, thanks for staying unwaxed.
No, Kelly Clarkson!
Be sure to download new episodes every Tuesday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or PodcastOne.com. Follow your hosts at Sophia Stallone and at Sistine Stallone. And be sure to follow the show at Unwaxed Podcast. Your producer is Will Sterling. We'll see you next week.